crowd fully behind Omar Figueroa Jr., a star on the rise. While Arakawa fighting in the United States for the first time, scheduled for 12 or less in the lightweight division. The bell in round one. Figueroa in the pink, blue, and orange. Arakawa in the black. It's fitting that Figueroa sporting a very colorful attire because he's a colorful personality, a very marketable youngster.
And he will go at it in round one. And Arakawa told us, I will attack him in round one. If that is the case, look out.
They both have the same intentions, I guess. We'll see.
And Figueroa switches a lot to lefty, and he's just done it.
Figueroa, 8 first-round knockouts, 4 in his last 5 fights, while Arakawa has 3 first-round knockouts, but none in his last 14 outings.
Is this dangerous for Arakawa, standing right there and blasting away with Figueroa?
Seems like Omar is finding the holes and the spaces necessary to land good shots, even on the inside, while Arakawa kind of smothers his own offense.
Figueroa doesn't care who he's in the ring with. He just comes out and he throws a bunch of punches. And it's interesting, he has heard about the lack of defense, Alan. At the fighter meeting, he succinctly said when we asked him about his defense, when I need it, you will see it.
He might need it in this fight. Arakawa's landing some nice shots here in round one. And the trick is for Arakawa to just get through this round.
3-punch combination for Figueroa. Slides a jab through the guard, but Arakawa's right there in the pocket, like he said he would be.
And Arakawa might not be winning this round, but he's doing more than getting through it so far.
But you can tell that he does not have the pop that Figueroa does in his punches. He's scoring, but Figueroa just jarred his jaw there with the right hand, and Arakawa can take a shot.
Oh, good body shots. I don't know what Arakawa's best chance to win is like this.
Figueroa lighting up Arakawa as this crowd is electrified at the AT&T Center in San Antonio. Right hand to the temple. CompuBox is going to be, or Showstats, very busy here in round one with 30 seconds remaining. Nothing but punches and bunches from both guys.
I'll tell you, Arakawa's a stubborn one, man. He's taking some thunder, and then he's still fighting.
He's landing some left hands in the midst of all those big body punches that are landing by Figueroa.
Yeah. A close encounter of the lightweight kind to kick things off here in round one. Figueroa and Arakawa fighting in that proverbial phone booth. Let's see what's in store in round two.
Arakawa did not take a step back despite getting hit with all those shots.
We revisit a very exciting round one. Figueroa doing very, very well on the inside. Arakawa decided to attack and stand in front of him, and of course Figueroa loves that. He's landing good left hands. Now that's as a righty. He is actually more powerful as a lefty, he believes. There's the body work that we talked about. Arakawa would not back down though in this fight and continued to throw, and he landed his own shots, but Figueroa working to both the body and the head, and that left uppercut was a punch that I thought might put Arakawa down, but it didn't.
Arakawa just completed his 158th professional round, while round one was Figueroa's 67th round as a pro. The bell, and round two begins. The two touch gloves is a sign of sportsmanship, and now they'll proceed to once again try to beat each other up. Arakawa going to the body with the left hand, countered to the body by Figueroa, who's along the ropes.
I think what Arakawa's trying to do here is continue to try to push Figueroa back, and at least bully him, maybe put some mental doubt in there. It's a bold challenge, it's a bold strategy, because you're walking into some power from Figueroa.
Taking a look at the total punch punches in round one. Here are the show stats.
Is that staggering or what? 114, and he landed 63, Figueroa. But now he is against the ropes, and Arakawa's shown that he is more than game.
Arakawa.
But it's Figueroa with the power. And Arakawa takes a knee momentarily.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Down for the fourth time in his career.
I was just going to say Arakawa doing a little better, and then he got hit with that big shot.
Long time left to go in this round, too.
And digging away at the body with the right hand is Figueroa. Left hook upstairs. Arakawa staying in the pocket, but absorbing all kinds of punishment from Figueroa, who now measures him, showing composure and maturity at 23, Paulie. Not going in for the kill if not necessary.
Oh, he's trying to make sure he doesn't smother his punches so that if he does go for the kill, he's not taking the power off his shots.
And if Arakawa had any semblance of power, you guys, Figueroa would be in trouble.
You're right. Arakawa is counterpunching. He's still showing his own composure. Right. And let's examine what happens if Arakawa gets through this round. I don't know that he will, but maybe.
1 minute left in the second.
That's the thing. Arakawa mentally very strong. He's still hanging in there, still pushing Figueroa back despite the shots he's taking.
And yet Arakawa's right where Figueroa wants him, Paulie.
Exactly.
Not making any adjustments.
He is where Figueroa wants him, but I think what his game plan is to create doubt in Figueroa by continuing to bully him around physically. Even if Figueroa does land the shots, maybe create that doubt like, hey, I'm landing these shots on this guy. He's not going anywhere.
The southpaw attacking the body. Double right hand to the head by Figueroa. There is no space between these two pugilists here in the second round.
There's no doubt Figueroa is a stronger guy, but Arakawa is not just coming forward to come forward. He's coming forward throwing punches, guys.
Doing some hellacious body work, Arakawa, too.
And Figueroa absorbing all of the punches. But Arakawa scoring with these blows. So Arakawa survives a knockdown, and we'll see round 3. Wow.
Joe Diaz, of course, the trainer of Figueroa. We will see the knockdown. 2 looks at it, actually. And a right hand that bounced off the head. And there will be a point here where his knee will touch, we believe. And that's why it was called a knockdown. There it is. That's where he goes down. And correctly, Lawrence Cole calls it a knockdown. We'll have one more look at it. And it's this right hand that kind of bounces off the top of Arakawa's head, and that's kind of an equilibrium shot, and that's part of the reason why Arakawa went down. And here's the point, folks: 10-8 round or 10-9 round, because Arakawa dominated the last minute and a half of that round.
Yeah, after the initial try for the stoppage, I think Figueroa punched himself out, and Arakawa just came storming back.
If they punched themselves out, they continue to punch here to begin round 3, and really the defensive question for Figueroa remains in this fight. He can throw power shots, but he is taking a lot of shots as well. And now digging away at the body with the right hand, left hook to the top of the head by Figueroa, but there's the double jab from the southpaw.
And you know, Arakawa threw 87 punches in the last round, Figueroa 63.
Right hand connects by Figueroa, show stats power shots in total.
Clearly the big edge with Figueroa, but Arakawa has come back in the last 2 minutes of this fight a little bit, although he's still taking power punches. This is fun to watch.
Paulie, what do you think about Figueroa and just taking these shots and not, does he not respect Arakawa's powers? This is what we're seeing?
I think he's not respecting Arakawa's power, but I think he's gotten so used to fighting this way. It's almost like, what else is he going to do? In a bit, it concerns you about his ability to make an adjustment, because now Arakawa is continuously backing him up, and now the activity level is actually favoring Arakawa, especially this round.
And Figueroa along the ropes, trying to bob and weave, and Arakawa connecting, but again, not hurting Figueroa.
Well, we don't know. The body work, though, is very effective.
There's a reason he's not throwing as many punches anymore, guys.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And I think that body work is what's doing it. And he has just backed himself against the ropes. And those are wicked left hands downstairs. That one may be a little low. I don't know why Arakawa decided he had to touch gloves with him. They're afraid.
Left uppercut by Figueroa. Left hook counter. Another left hook by Arakawa.
That's why you don't touch gloves.
Yeah, exactly. He gave up his advantage.
Under a minute left and another tantalizing third round. Arakawa unloading everything on Figueroa. And he caught him with the left hook.
Good adjustment by Arakawa. He stepped back. You saw he smothered himself. Step back and set up a big left hand.
Arakawa on the body. Left hook, right uppercut by Figueroa. What a fight here. A shootout in San Antonio. Double right hand to the head by Figueroa. Right hand, and Arakawa proving that he can take a shot as well. Working the body and going upstairs. It's Figueroa bringing the momentum back as the pendulum is swinging back in his favor.
Blood on Figueroa's face. He cut.
What a round between Figueroa and Arakawa.
Wow.
I know. On the headbutt.
Early in the round, Figueroa landing a beautiful right hook and then that uppercut. He has landed the left uppercut very well. That was from the righty stance where it's a little less powerful, he says. Later on in the round, Arakawa bullied him against the ropes, landed big body shots. And this is the part where he would come with that overhand left. As Paulie said, he gave himself more room to throw it and kept working the body as well. But by the end of the round, Figueroa was back to landing big punches.
Hey, just lean on him. When he's fucking, don't give him the distance. Just lean on him. Don't let him throw. That's all you have to do. Got this.
Figueroa family making the trek from Weslaco, Texas in attendance to support their fighter who is in tough against Nihito Arakawa.
Accidental headbutt calls a cut on his nose. Accidental headbutt. Accidental headbutt.
Referee Lawrence Cole
Accidental headbutt calls that cut.
saying that an accidental headbutt caused the cut on Figueroa's nose. I had the pleasure of calling many mixed martial arts fights in Japan, and Arakawa showcasing what is known as Bushido, the way of the warrior in that country, as he remains in tough with a leaking Figueroa who is going and throwing everything with bad intentions.
The Figueroa family, you saw them. They may think their young man is ahead, and he probably is in this fight, but not a lot of concern on their faces. They have not seen him take this many punches.
Here are the unofficial scores, courtesy of our Showtime crew.
We have variances in it. I did not score a 10-8 round, so I have a 30-27. Clearly, we all think Figueroa is ahead in this fight, and Paulie, you have him by less.
Left hook from Arakawa. Left hook to the body by Figueroa. Oh, and a counter shot by Arakawa.
Arakawa, as you mentioned, is not a big knockout puncher, and that's part of the reason why those punches are not maybe having a monstrous impact, but he's landing.
The action fast and furious in this lightweight affair. Just constant punches being thrown by both parties involved. Arakawa now backing Figueroa to the ropes momentarily. Figueroa using his shoulder, avoids that left hand, comes back with a left hook.
Not too many jabs thrown or landed in this fight.
Arakawa goes upstairs with a left hand, working the body with lefts and rights. Figueroa absorbing it, comes back with a counter right hand, another right hand, and a left hook by Figueroa. A minute left in round 4.
They just don't stop punching.
And the interesting thing about this round is Arakawa has kept him on the ropes, but Figueroa has counterpunched well, so this is a tricky round to score. But Arakawa Figueroa's done some great body work.
Arakawa continues to keep Figueroa on the ropes. And while he's throwing more volume, it's Figueroa, though, that is doing more damage with his shots, despite the blood on his face from that accidental headbutt on his nose. Unbelievable action. Right hand to the body by Arakawa. Left hook to the body, or left hand to the body by the southpaw. 10 seconds left. How much more is in their arsenal? The pace has been amazing throughout 4 rounds. This lightweight affair continues to heat up. Round 5 beginning the exact same way as the previous 4 rounds have, Al.
It has been an amazing match, and you know, in the last round, they both landed 29 punches. Arakawa threw 110 according to show stats, only 66 by Figueroa. I mean, his pace is absurd.
Yeah, all 3 minutes, one guy or the other, or both guys are punching.
Total punches, and I don't know how our show stats crew's keeping up.
Their fingers are burning at this juncture, and clearly Figueroa with an edge in terms of punches landed. That's not surprising, but Arakawa has done a lot of good work as well, obviously.
Oh, and that right hand seems to have hurt Arakawa. Figueroa now going on the attack. Man, Arakawa can take a shot. Left uppercut.
Now, will Figueroa have punched himself out a little bit early in this round? And here's a key point. Figueroa's never gone 12 rounds. Arakawa has been there twice.
And that's what you mentioned about the veteran experience at 31 years old of Arakawa.
All I can say is defense be damned in this one.
Yeah, that's for sure. Joel Diaz thought the defense of Figueroa was getting better. Not so much tonight. But boy, he's still got the power, and he's landing shots.
Figueroa subscribes to the school of thought the best defense is an aggressive offense. Attacking the body.
Nihita Arakawa has etched his name in the minds of boxing fans in this hemisphere. I'll tell you that right now.
Leaning in and attacking the body while Figueroa goes upstairs with a right hand, double right. Under a minute left and another frenetic 5th. They may be too close for comfort, but they both look very comfortable in there, Paulie.
And I'll tell you, there's a physical fight. I mean, I wouldn't say either guy is comfortable, but they both want to win so badly. They're making each other uncomfortable.
Yeah. Another big power shot by Figueroa. He lands those big showy power shots.
Left hook, right hand, left uppercut by Figueroa. As a partisan crowd rallies behind, it's Texan.
Just a battle of attrition, a mental brawl right now, besides the physical one you see in the ring.
Round 6 coming up.
It's good, it's good. Don't worry about him. You can get the upper in there. You can get the uppercut in there. On the inside.
We look at, in round 3, there ended up being a clash of heads, an accidental clash of heads, and that's what created the cut. And there, well, yeah, he dragged him in, and then they banged heads, and that's where the cut happened on the nose.
Veteran move there. He dragged him into the head.
Yes, he did, Paulie Malignaggi. You are so correct.
6th round begins.
Maybe not so accidental.
Yeah, exactly.
The movie looks the same. All action affair between Omar Figueroa and Nahito Arakawa.
How about this? In the last round, Figueroa landed 59% of his punches according to show stats. I mean, he is just landing a monstrous amount. And Arakawa is doing some great work in there as well.
Figueroa has never been knocked down. 55 seconds into round 2, Arakawa went down for the 4th time in his career as we take a look at the unofficial scoring.
Well, we all have Figueroa ahead. Steve, you have him by a little bigger margin. Amazing fight.
Right hand by Figueroa.
I do, guys. The body battering Arakawa's taken is amazing. His torso must be made of titanium. But what's interesting is Figueroa is not following the profile of a guy who gets rid of everybody early and then finds a guy who's stubborn and won't go. He's still fighting. Yeah. He still can take Arakawa out.
That's a good point.
The crowd exhorting Figueroa, who's along the ropes. Arakawa refuses to go anywhere. He stays in the pocket, attacking the body of Figueroa.
As exciting as Omar Figueroa, it makes this fight, and with his style, a cause for concern here, his ability not to adjust. He's winning the fight, but he can make it a lot easier on himself, and he would, I don't know if it's a stubbornness or an inability to adjust. He just will not change the game plan. This is what he wants to do.
Just past the midway point of the 6th round. Right uppercut. And a right hand by Figueroa.
Every time Arakawa lands an overhand left, there's a counter right from Figueroa. But astonishingly, it's apparently not hurting Arakawa, at least not enough to knock him down.
Again, going back to what I said last fight, a step up in competition, not just a step up in class and talent. It is a step up in the amount of the type of chin your opponents will have, the ability to take a punch. Arakawa can certainly take one.
Working the body and the head. Figueroa stuns him with the right hand.
Just as I say that,
left and right. Figueroa the ropes, keeping Arakawa up. Lawrence Cole intervenes.
Good call.
And ruling it a knockdown.
The ropes hold him up, guys.
Yeah, can't stop them from a knockdown, the ropes.
Okay.
So for the 5th time in his career, Arakawa officially knocked down, but still standing as Figueroa going in. The crowd on fuego in San Antonio.
Arakawa doing a good job of holding to try and get through this round.
They don't need the ring. This one could be fought in the closet, you guys. Arakawa continues to pepper away. Figueroa along the ropes, right hand to the body. The 7th straight ahead.
It's not only a street fight, guys.
The knockdown by Figueroa, it started with this monstrous right hand. And that's been a staple of Figueroa, the overhand right after Arakawa throws a punch. And yes, the ropes kept him up, and that's why Lawrence Cole called that a knockdown, and that's a reasonable call. He was off balance from the punches. And this work on the inside, there's that overhand right. Now, and that came in the left-handed stance, and Figueroa believes that's where his right-hand power really comes from. And again, you look at it. The left hand low for Arakawa, and that overhand right got in. So many of those have landed. It's, you know, you can't tell why does one hurt him more than the other, but that one hurt him. Can this man sustain?
The bell and round 7 of this lightweight affair between Omar Figueroa and Nahito Arakawa. Figueroa trained by Joel Diaz, a former lightweight contender who also trains Timothy Bradley. He is the brother and trainer of former 2-time IBF lightweight champion Julio Diaz. Arakawa trained by Hirotaka Nakaya.
And all of a sudden, you talked about not adjusting, but now Figueroa started this round out boxing kind of from the outside. Now they're back in the phone booth again.
He just can't resist it.
No.
I mean, it's fun for us. It's fun for the spectators to see a fun fight like this. But for the longevity of his career, great shot.
Straight left hand by Arakawa. Momentarily stops Figueroa. Double right hand and a left to the body by Figueroa.
For the longevity of Figueroa's career, you may want to make some adjustment in some of these fights.
62% landed by Figueroa in that last round of power shots. That's dramatic. And you know, you look at the him moving ahead against top lightweights, that defensive issue could certainly affect him because some of those lightweights, whether it's Ricky Burns or Mikael Vasquez or certainly Broner or others, they punch. Some of them punch with power. But right now, it's making for a wildly exciting fight.
Minute and a half left in the 7th. They continue to tag each other. Figueroa, the edge and power, but Arakawa's not going anywhere.
I'm sorry, Mo. Arakawa's made a subtle change in this fight in this round. I think, despite going down and being hurt, I think he's making a difference now, and I think Figueroa's starting to get a little bit fatigued. We'll see.
Much like when he got knocked down early in the fight, he made a comeback.
Yes.
Again, he's trying to make a comeback after the knockdown. Mentally, that can affect the fighter who scored the knockdown, because it's like, man, I thought I had this guy out of here, and he's still here punching me.
Figueroa's never been down in 22 previous fights. Arakawa's been down twice in this fight, 5 times in his career.
Figueroa was hurt a couple times against Dominic Salcido. He was hurt, and also against Arturo Quintana in a draw. This was a very good round for Arakawa, but some big power punches landed by Figueroa now.
Power's the great equalizer. Figueroa has a definitive advantage in that regard, but Arakawa stays close. Works the body, but Figueroa comes back. 20 seconds left in the 7th round.
I'm going to play matchmaker here for a second, but I know Juan Diaz is making a comeback. Can you imagine Figueroa against Juan Diaz? Wow. Can you imagine what a fight that would be?
That is brilliant, Paulie Malignaggi.
The problem is that
here in Texas.
Oh, well, Diaz is Juan Diaz's brother, and he's Figueroa's trainer.
No, he's Antonio Diaz and Julio Diaz's brother.
That's right, sorry.
And a great end to that round, too, by the way, guys.
Yes, you're right. Great round, great action, great matchmaking, Paul.
Okay, Ragagi, take a deep breath.
Raul Marquez, the former champion, and Alejandro Luna calling the action from ringside.
Sure, they like it just as much as we do. 2 talented men, and of course Raul on our Showbox series, who you got to work with this past week.
And what a fight that was in the main event.
God.
John Molina with one of the more dramatic comebacks in recent memory, defeating Mickey Bay in the 10th round, as we now have the 8th round of this fight begin.
And Omar Figueroa beat Michael Perez on Showbox, the one that put him on the map. He was not favored to win that. And right now, he is winning against Arakawa, but it is anything but easy. Or we think he's winning anyway.
Left hook by Figueroa. Arakawa misses with the wild left hand. Short punches in close. Staying very active. And there's a right hand by Figueroa.
Oh my. Now we're not even 8 rounds through this fight, and look at the numbers in terms of numbers thrown by these 2 men. This is headed toward maybe a lightweight record, possibly, or close to it for show stats. We'll see. But they are throwing a lot.
Yeah, the term bunches and bunches is being redefined as we speak. A timeout by referee Lawrence Cole. Second warning for a low blow to Arakawa.
I really hope no points are deducted, because I don't think it's been blatant by Arakawa. He's landed a lot of good legal body punches, too.
Right hand connects by Figueroa. Another right hand. Arakawa with the high guard, but continues to get hit in the head. Missing with his shots. A minute and a half left in the 8th.
A lot of swelling around the left eye of Arakawa.
And that's a big issue. Double right hands aren't going to help.
Big issue in this fight right now. And the problem for Arakawa, he doesn't seem to have the power to hurt or put down.
Figueroa battering his body. And they maintain the pace, Paulie. It's incredible.
Hey, it's almost like they push up on each other, they smother each other, and then they let go.
And Arakawa looks to be hurt again, but staying on his feet and fighting back. A slugfest in San Antonio.
This just speaks for itself.
Entertaining bout here at the AT&T Center in San Antonio. A very appreciative crowd, many standing.
This is just getting real bad. I mean, it's a competitive fight. I know you can't really talk about stopping it, but Arakawa's taking some thunder, man. I mean, some thunder, and he's still in the fight. But I don't know, they want to look at him in the corner.
Just give it your best shot. Vaseline. It's on the table.
The swelling over the left eye caused by the kind of punches we're going to look at now. Difficult round, to say the least. And Figueroa landing some monstrous shots. We thought early in the round he might be a bit fatigued, not showing it here and landing lots and lots of power punches.
The bell in round 9. The AT&T Center has hosted only one previous boxing show. It was at the then SBC Center back in May of 2003 with tonight's co-promoter James Leha. The co-main event featured Israel Vasquez and Al. This fight very reminiscent of those wars between Vasquez and Rafael Marquez.
Yeah, not fought on that high a level, but yes, Mauro, in terms of excitement, amazing. The staggering thing here, and Paulie, you made a salient point, even though Arakawa is landing a lot, he's just taking so much punishment, but he keeps landing.
Yeah, from one point of it, it's amazing because he actually comes back and wins some of the rounds too, no less.
Yeah, I mean, or at least it keeps himself competitive in those rounds.
Yeah, but then at the end of it, you start looking at it from a human standpoint. Yeah. I mean, he has taken some clean, thunderous shots, and he's not going to quit on himself either.
Now, that's where the corner has to make a decision at some point, maybe. But the problem for him is he has not been able to hurt Figueroa enough, it doesn't appear. But let's talk about fatigue. Figueroa's never been past 10 rounds, so we'll see how he does in those final rounds.
A blood and guts battle between Figueroa and Arakawa. The beauty and the brutality of boxing. These two warriors putting it all on the line.
Talk about not expecting us to be in the 9th round. How could we be in the 9th round after the pace of this fight?
And it is not slowing down.
Arakawa is still landing. Those are not powerful punches, but they're still getting there.
Right hand lands.
I'll tell you, at this point in the fight, even the non-powerful punches, when you're so fatigued, do damage.
That's a very good point.
More than 1,500 combined punches have been thrown in this bout thus far. We're in the final minute of the 9th round, scheduled for 12. Right uppercut, left hook, counter right by Arakawa. Figueroa steps forward.
Nita Arakawa, I think, may be the toughest man on earth. The most courageous, maybe.
The ebb and flow of what has been a sensational show here between Figueroa and Arakawa with 30 seconds left in the 9th. They continue to throw. Figueroa always looking to close the show with bad intentions, while Arakawa doing his best to survive and try to stay in this fight.
And I'll bet you at the end of this round, Arakawa will have landed 20 punches, but normally that'd be really good in a round, but not in this kind of round.
And you have to wonder about that left eye. Arakawa's left eye swelling. We're headed to the 10th. Time!
piñazo is good. Omar, no eches agua en la cabeza, amigo, me estás quitando la medicina. A ver, Omar. Ok, Omar, ve. Vamos a seguir trabajando esos, oye. Distancia, Omar. Hay que darle distancia. Ok, let's go. Vamos.
Doctor inspected Arakawa's left eye and has allowed him to continue. Their faces say it all. This has been a brawl, Mr. Malignaggi.
Yeah. If ever there was an understatement, huh?
And the doctor again. Well, now this time for Figueroa.
And remember, that came from a clash of heads. If that would stop this fight now, they would go to the scorecards.
10th round underway.
How about this? 102 power shots to the body have been landed by Figueroa.
You don't say.
Body shots, yeah. That's pretty amazing. And Arakawa's landed a lot of body shots himself.
Left hook to the liver by Figueroa. Arakawa keeps throwing back. And speaking of those body shots, let's take a look at the totals in this fight.
Now up to 103, and I pointed out Arakawa, he has landed his share as well, but in a fight like this, even his good numbers landing, they're not enough. And of course, the power of Figueroa is what's extraordinary here.
Look at the shoes on Omar Figueroa. They started out as a neon yellow. They're totally bloodstained.
Yeah.
As is our notes here at ringside.
Yeah.
Figueroa coming off the ropes with another flurry of punches.
It's always the overhand right after a left hand has been thrown by Arakawa. That's just been a recurring theme in this fight.
Paulie, what adjustments would you make now heading into the home stretch if you were, let's say, in Arakawa's corner first?
Well, you know, Arakawa is fighting good in his majority of the round. It's just the spots that Figueroa picks up the pace, he's pummeling him. So I think what he's got to do here is, you know, if he's not going to use his legs, and at this point I don't think it's a lost cause to use his legs, you got to at least smother the offense Figueroa is coming with, or at least counterpunch when he does get crazy.
Award-winning boxing and MMA writer Kevin Ioli chimes in on Twitter. Is this the fight of the year on Show Sports right now? If not, it's up there. Tremendous action.
It is tremendous action. And again, what I mean by counterpunching is he's got to catch and shoot a little bit more, Arakawa does on the inside, because Figueroa, he does let him go hard, but he gives you a little bit of daylight in between. Arakawa can come right back and counter on the inside.
You know, Figueroa trains with Timothy Bradley, who himself was involved in a fight of the year candidate against Ruslan Provodnikov, and I guess Figueroa is saying, hey, I'm going to try to top that.
Joel Diaz is saying, you know, I've seen too many of these this year. Figueroa has kept his punch pace up very well as this fight's gone on. I mentioned he hasn't been a long way many times, only once 10 rounds, but you have to say he's continuing his punch output all the way through this fight. So that says something about his conditioning, obviously. And Arakawa's conditioning, let's not even talk about that. He's unbelievable.
A scintillating scrap here in San Antonio.
This is a round that Figueroa has never seen.
In between rounds, Omar Figueroa told his corner that he is having problem with his hands, and yet continues to chuck leather.
He's had a number of hand injuries, and it is a recurring problem. And he is eschewed having a surgery on those hands, but that may have to be an option at some point, he said. So
mainly his left hand has proven to be a problem in the past, but telling his corner that he's having problems with both hands, and yet here he is in round 11, continuing to chuck leather against Arakawa, who is continuing to come back himself. But again, while he's scoring, Paulie, there's just no pop
Yeah, well, Arakawa, we knew going in he had the power deficiency. He needed to outwork Figueroa. But going back on what Figueroa's hand problems, hand issues, if he had broken hands, I don't know that he'd be throwing the punches this hard. But definitely, when you're this active and you're landing this many punches, your hands will definitely get sore. And there's definitely soreness, maybe bruising on his hands right now.
Let's think about this. Never been to the 11th round. Hands hurting. This is the result.
He isn't hurting here now as Arakawa unloading a combination of punches on Figueroa along the ropes.
This is where you got to give Arakawa credit. I mean, incredible heart, determination.
Never say die attitude of Nahito Arakawa. Figueroa with a straight right hand. Oh, it's incredible that we are in round 11 and they continue at this incredible pace.
And if we didn't know about the hand problems with Figueroa, we might not know the drama that's unfolding here because Arakawa's landing a lot of punches, and Figueroa, while he has thrown punches back, might not be able to throw the power punches.
Rock'em sock'em action. Arakawa continues to unload on Figueroa along the ropes. Figueroa looking for that one kill shot, the one home run swing. The top pitching prospect wanting that fastball right down the middle. Going to the body with the right hand, the left hook upstairs.
The problem is, can Figueroa throw that with his hands bothering him? We'll see.
Arakawa eats a right hand from Figueroa ate the right from Arakawa. Continues to just pepper Figueroa on the ropes. Left uppercut, right hand by Figueroa. All I can say is, mamma mia, what a fight! The 12th and final round, just around the corner.
Might have been the best round for Arakawa in this fight. Early on in the round, he did some exceptional work and did back Figueroa against the ropes and looked like he was really pressing the advantage. And here we see Arakawa landing that wild overhand left. Sometimes he slaps with that punch, and that's why it doesn't get as much power as he would like. At the end of the round, they were exchanging. Figueroa was back to throwing and landing some of those big power punches as a lefty. And his face, a mask of blood from the clash of heads that created that cut on his nose. Arakawa with the swollen left eye.
Incredible respect between these two warriors who touch gloves to begin round 12. Forget about the sweet science. This has been a brawl from the get-go. And they continue to fight at close quarters to kick off the 12th and final round. Why would they change now?
Which is why they're not.
Yeah, exactly. Arakawa 2-0-1 in 12-round fights. And I mentioned that this is territory that Figueroa has never been to, but both men throwing lots of leather here.
55 seconds into round 2, Arakawa went down from a flurry of blows from Figueroa. Then 2:20 into round 6, Arakawa was saved by the ropes, so referee Lawrence Cole ruled it a knockdown. A big right hand triggered the sequence of events that sent Arakawa down for the 5th time in his career.
You see Figueroa shook out his right hand during that exchange in the middle on the inside.
And Joel Diaz, in between rounds, asked him, "Are your hands bothering you?" He said yes, both of them. He nodded yes.
Yeah, I wouldn't say they're broken because he's throwing a lot of punches, but I would say soreness, some bad bruising for sure.
He needs to just survive 1 minute and 44 seconds, we would think, to win this fight. He's doing more than that right now. He's landing some power shots as well. We didn't, for the people that had no idea who Nahito Arakawa was, you know now. He's a courageous and good fighter.
This is just a time capsule fight. I mean, this is the kind of fight you're gonna talk about a while from now.
Yep. This is Ward Gotti-esque.
Yeah, I mean, look, for every second of the 3 minutes.
Compliment.
Yeah, for every second of the 3 minutes, one or both guys has been punching.
Is this the first round or round 12?
Hard to tell.
Final minute of this memorable battle between lightweights Omar Figueroa, undefeated at 21-0-1, and Nihito Arakawa with a record of 24-2-1.
Arakawa just moving his hands. He's just trying to overwhelm Figueroa right now.
He's probably winning this round because of it, but you have to think he's so far behind on the scorecards, there's no way it would make a match.
Great straight left hand there. Good straight left hand. I mean, he had a good 11th round too, Al.
Yes, he did.
And then he gets touched by the right in a sport that has produced many memorable battles. Here in San Antonio, you can add another chapter to boxing's beautiful and brutal legacy. Omar Figueroa, Nihito Arakawa, thank you. You will not believe the numbers we're about to show you on Show Stats, Al.
Well, that's staggering, both in terms of the numbers. Starting for Figueroa, landing 51% of his punches, 57% of the power punches is staggering. And under normal circumstances, Arakawa would have some wonderful numbers there, but not in this fight.
You know, the crazy thing about the end of the fight was, I don't know that Figueroa wasn't throwing back because he was tired. I think Figueroa was throwing back because his hands hurt.
Yes.
Because I think he wanted to fight as well.
Yeah, you're right. It's a very good point. The end of this fight, you know, they were still going at it, as Mauro aptly pointed out. You can't tell if it was the 12th or the first round. And there are a couple aspects to this. For Arakawa to have taken the punishment he took and do this, and Figueroa to have bad hands and never been 12 rounds, for him to do this in the 12th round. So for both fighters, it's remarkable.
Omar Figueroa, Nihito Arakawa on Saturday, July 27, 2013, etching their names in boxing's books of memorable battles. Jimmy Lennon Jr. will now announce the victor.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action, we have a unanimous decision. Here are the score totals. Judges at ringside, Dave Moretti and Jose Juan Guerra, both score with about 118-108. Judge Max DeLuca sees it 119-107. All three in favor of the winner. And he is now the WBC Interim Lightweight World Champion, the undefeated Omar Banderita Figueroa.
Al, I don't know if I've ever enjoyed a lopsided decision more.
Well, this was an amazingly exciting fight.
Hold on, we need the other hand wrap.